Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today's video is going to cover a whole bunch of medicines, over-the-counter medicines that have been recalled. And I believe it's from Family Dollar or Family General, one of those two, but we'll get to that here in a minute. However, first, I want to thank a few of you for reaching out to me. Well, not necessarily reaching out to me, but very often I ask you, hey, if you find something that is similar to something that I review or that I promote that is made here 100% in the United States of America, please send me a link or a name or something so I can do a little bit of research. And if it is made here 100%, I will actually go over it with you all and leave a link. That way you can have an option, because that's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. You having the option to get what you want at whatever price it is that they're asking for. It's your money, so it should be up to you. So I wanted to go ahead and thank the two of you. I think it was two of you that sent me some names on reverse osmosis water filtration systems. I'm going to go through both of those names real quick, just so you can see what they are, and I'm going to leave the link to only one of them that I do believe is made 100% here in the United States of America, and then I'm going to give you a quick comparison to the one that I've actually been promoting for the last several years, because I think it's a good product. But then you'll have a choice, ladies and gentlemen, on which one of those two you want to support, depending a lot on your socioeconomic status. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first one. But before I even go ahead and do that, ladies and gentlemen, if you do have that type of information, please send it to me on a link on my email. My email address is down below. Send it to me in a link format. That way I don't have to try to find the one that you actually said. I was sent the name by two of you, and you left it on a comment. So it's a good thing that I even caught that on the comment, but it was actually by name, not by link, because the comments won't accept links. So please send me a link in the future. I am more than happy to look these. Out of the three that I've received so far, I believe that only one, ladies and gentlemen, is made here in the U.S., and we're going to show you that right now. Now, before I begin, ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you that I am neither promoting or saying anything bad about these companies. I don't know anything about them except for what I just read here on the internet. So, you know, go ahead and do your own research if you want to do business with these companies or not. The first one that I got sent was this one, the Perfect Water. And this, ladies and gentlemen, from my opinion, from the little bit of research that I've done, this is one of those companies that says that it's manufactured here in the United States of America, but it seems that a lot of the parts and such come from outside of our borders. Again, do your own research. I may be wrong on this. This company right here, the USWaterSystems.com, to me seems that it's 100% legit. Again, I keep saying this because it's very important. Let me tell you this. I'm not saying this about you specifically, because I do know that some people get triggered. But people have become lazy nowadays, ladies and gentlemen. And just as small a thing as doing your own research and clicking a few buttons on the internet, do your own research, especially if you decide to go ahead and purchase from someone that I show you or recommend to you. I want you to do your own research so that you can be comfortable with what you're spending your hard-earned dollars with. But to me, this looks legitimate, the U.S. Water Company, and it seems like they offer residential and commercial, which is great. But are they made in the U.S.? Well, from what I understand, after doing a little bit of reading here and there, not only are they manufactured here in the United States of America, but they're actually sourced here in the United States of America, meaning that they make their parts right here in the U.S. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so let's take a look at some of the things that I've gone ahead and promoted over the years as far as the equipment type. And of course, it's for residential. So if you click here on residential, it gives you some options. Well, this looks like it's some heavy duty residential right here. But let's take a look at the more garden variety residential ones right here. Boom. Okay. And look at that. They even have city water or for well water. Let's go ahead and go through the city water, because that's what most people have. But if you have a well, go through the well water one. It probably treats sulfur and stuff like that. But like I said, these look like they are very heavy duty. Whole house cartridges. This is the one I'm looking for, reverse osmosis drinking water. That's the one that I normally talk about, because that's the one that I feel that if every American family had a reverse osmosis system in their home, we wouldn't have as many problems as we have with all of the stuff that affects us that's in our water now. So let's go ahead and click on this one, shop now. Let's just see what kinds they have. I haven't looked at this site yet. I just researched to see that they were actually made here in the United States of America and not only put together here. So these are the ones that I pretty much promote. And I'm not going to try to hide it, ladies and gentlemen. The first thing that I see here is the price. The price is $559, and that's what's going to keep a lot of people from buying it. A lot of people are not going to be able to afford $600 for a reverse osmosis system that's going to do the same thing that a $120 reverse osmosis system does. And that's just a matter of fact. It has nothing to do whether you're patriotic or not. It has something to do about how much money you have in your wallet. Can you afford this? Yes. Or can you not afford it? No. So this is where I stand on that. If you cannot afford a $600 system, then buy what you can afford that is effective. All right, buy what you can afford, ladies and gentlemen, that is effective, because those people in Flint, Michigan that had lead in their water for years and were being deceived by their local governments, in my opinion, I have to say that because I'm on the internet, they would have rather had any system whatsoever instead of none at all. So get what you can afford. Get the best of everything that you can afford as far as preparedness. And I don't even consider this preparedness. This is just everyday life. But let's go ahead and go through everything that they have here. This is the 6-stage alkaline, which is the one that's comparable to the Simpure one that I recommend, that has the cartridge that adds minerals back to your water. So this is a pretty decent system. And the thing about these is that RO systems, ladies and gentlemen, they're all very simple. They're all very simple. So going from one brand to the other, as far as performance, is really going to rely on the filters that are inside of it, and it's going to rely on the pressure that's in your plumbing as far as it pushing that water along. So they're all going to perform, I would say, probably about the same, because it's a very simple system. It's not something that's very technological. Now here's the 5-stage, which does not have the mineralization cartridge on it, and then here's a simple 5-stage that's $329. So you range anywhere from like almost $600 to $300. Here's another one. So they have a whole bunch of different types that you can get. So ladies and gentlemen, this one is American made as far as I am concerned. I can neither approve or disapprove. I've never reviewed any of these. I didn't even know that this company existed until someone sent me the name of it. But I would hope that you check everything out. Whenever I tell you, hey, this is good, check it out against 5 other things to make sure that it is good for you. So it's the Family Dollar, ladies and gentlemen, who recalled over 300 OTC health products. And I'm just wondering why it is. Products sold include pain relievers, toothpaste, mouthwash, and ointments. It seems like it's the entire lineup of health products, ladies and gentlemen. And here they say that more than 300 over-the-counter items, ladies and gentlemen, were stored in the wrong temperature, and therefore they have to be recalled. Among those items are pain relievers, toothpaste, mouthwash, ointments, soaps, and cold medications. I don't know why like soaps and stuff like that would have to be recalled, but they don't say here what the temperature was that they stored them in. It must have been a very high temperature, right? And some of these products include, there's a full list. You can come on here and click on the full list, ladies and gentlemen. I will be leaving a link to this article on a pinned comment, along with a link to that water company. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so you can check it out, and then you can see the list for yourselves. But some of these items include Advil, Alka-Seltzer, Bayer, Clear Eyes, Colgate, Crest, Fixodent, Midol, NyQuil, Pepto-Bismol, Tylenol, and Vicks. And it's not only a one-off, it looks like it's almost nationwide as far as this chain goes. The recall items were sold at stores in 23 states between the 1st of June and the 4th of October. The states are Alabama, Arkansas, Arizona, California, etc., etc., etc. See if one of your states are on here and check your product. I mean, I'm not sure how much good it's going to do. If you bought it back in June, more than likely you've already used it. But if you bought it, let's say, to put in your prepper stash, go check your stuff and go ahead and return it for a refund, or just get something else for it, something that's alike but that's supposed to be good. All right, and here they say advice to consumers. To date, Family Dollar has not received any complaints or reports of illness related to this recall. The company has told the affected stores to check their stock and to stop selling the recall products. Anyone who purchased the affected items may return them to the Family Dollar where they were purchased without a receipt. So you don't have to have a receipt. I mean, if you bought it back in June, more than likely you don't have a dollar store receipt, ladies and gentlemen. And if you have any questions, here's a phone number right here, 844 636-7687. And they say here that last year, more than 40 over-the-counter health products were recalled from the Family Dollar for being stored in improper temperatures. Well, if you have had an experience with buying something from the Family Dollar, just make sure that you check it, ladies and gentlemen, to make sure that it doesn't fall within those dates that they put on there. I believe it was June 1st to October 4th or so. And then just return it and get it over with. And in the future, make sure that maybe you may want to think of buying your stuff somewhere else. But it seems that the dollar stores nowadays are becoming the new Walmarts, where the Walmarts are becoming like the new higher brand stores that we used to have, being that so many Americans are just surviving day to day. And if you're just surviving day to day, ladies and gentlemen, do what you have to do to get your income up. That's what's going to allow you to get prepared. All right, get a side hustle. I know I keep saying this, and some people are like, oh, that's easy for you to say, AP. No, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to take that. You know why? Because there's a lot of people here in our community that have gotten side hustles, that have told me, hey, instead of going back home after I drop my kids off at school, I do DoorDash for 4 or 5 hours, and then I pick my kids up. And I'm using that money that I'm doing DoorDash with to go ahead and prep for my family. So you don't have an excuse. Oh, I'm too old, AP. I'm just at home. Well, guess what? One of our awesome community members, and she's actually one of our moderators, she has a little side hustle, and she makes these awesome little things that she quilts. Well, I have one of them right here. Check it out. She makes these awesome little things that she quilts. Here, you want to buy some from her? There it is right there. Yarn prepper, all right? And this is her side hustle. Why? This is her kung fu. This is her kung fu, ladies and gentlemen. And she uses some of the money that she makes from selling this on the side to prep. So anybody can do it as long as you want to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, in the future, there will be no room for a victimhood mentality. There will be no room. So you do whatever it is that you need to do now to get prepared for what's coming. Because if you can't see what's coming, it's going to hit you a lot harder than the average person. Having said that, I always do this. I am very talented, ladies and gentlemen. I can take a 3-minute video and turn it into a 20-minute video. No problem. Having said that, I hope that you have a great day. God bless every one of you, ladies and gentlemen. God bless America. I'm Alaska Prepper. I'm out.